This episode of Breakfast Tacos was brought to you by Breakfast Tacos. Stick around to the end of the episode to understand this reference and enjoy your stay.
Welcome to Breakfast Tacos, the podcast where we talk about whatever we want, including Trust Me, which we'll be talking about in this episode. We are your hosts,
Andrew,
Cash,
and the very first recurring guest,
Alex.
Nice to be back.
You might remember him from episode 1 of season 2.
Oh, years ago.
All right. Imagine this: you're typing on your cell phone, so you fall and you hit your head on the ground on the concrete, but you it doesn't really hurt your head, but you realize you scuffed your knee.
Okay.
But so you get back up and you're like, you brush your knees off, make sure you're not bleeding too bad, so you can go cry back to your mom. So you're typing on your cell phone, and all of a sudden you pass out because you bled out.
That wasn't just a scrape on a knee then. You just said like, oh, it's just a scrape on a knee,
This
wipe
is
it out,
Brody
whatever,
territory.
we're fine.
I know,
And then you're like, and then you bleed out. And it's,
because I'm evil, like,
yeah, okay, well.
good enough.
Okay, so this episode is called Trust Me, so I was like, okay, what type of situation do you get into where your friend is like, trust me?
Yeah, trust
Okay.
me, it'll be fine.
Trust me. And I thought, so your friend walks up to you and says, yo, I got a super sick game, okay? And you're
Okay.
like, yo, sure. Let's play this game. You're like, truth or dare? Whoa. Of course, because you are a man, you pick dare. Obviously.
I'm excited to
And
see
you're
where
like,
this story
okay,
goes.
so your friend's like, okay, trust me.
The name of the episode.
Hey. So don't worry, this won't be like a super hard dare. I got you, bro. You say, okay, sure, and then he's like, okay, do a backflip. It'll be fine. And you're like, okay, whatever. You're a pretty athletic guy, and you do a backflip. You do it. You're halfway. Friend just kind of sticks his arm out and just messes you up. And it's just a joke, of course. He sticks your arm
yeah,
out.
just
a joke. Sticks his arm out, and your rotation gets messed up, and you just smash and a couple broken bones. But you live.
No.
Okay? So you're in the hospital.
Oh, this is not the end of the story.
No, not the end of the story. I'm not done yet. So you're laying in a hospital bed, and your friend's like, you didn't finish that dare. And you're like, well, I broke I broke my bones, I can't do it, I tried. You're like, yeah, but you didn't do it. That means you're not masculine. So you're like,
Never say that to another man.
You get out of your hospital bed and reattempt the backflip. And that is how the nurse found you on the floor 20 seconds later.
Crumbled into a tiny ball just like you do with your homework.
That's a good analogy.
That was a good one.
I didn't like that very much. That made me cringe a lot. Alright, Alex, you wanna go next?
You can go next.
Alright, I'll go next. So this is also a game.
Hey,
So, you're out with your friends. Yo, one of your friends are like, yo, let's play Ghosts in a Graveyard. In a graveyard. And of course it's nighttime,
yeah, of course, it's like
It's nighttime.
night and scary.
And you're like, oh yeah, sure, why not? Old Man Nevercracker just died a while ago. Old Man
yeah.
Nevercracker. And so they've been digging his
see where this is
grave
going.
recently. And they haven't finished, and it's night. And so one of your friends starts counting. Then another one of your friends, let's just call him Chowder. He's like, I don't know if we should do this. I don't know, this is kind of scary. And you're like, trust me, it'll be fine. So you run, right? You run away. You can't see where you're going because it's nighttime. And you fall in Old Man Nevercracker's grave. And you are blacked out.
Okay.
And
Like you hit your head on the tombstone.
yeah.
Yeah.
and you are left there to be buried at dawn. For eternity.
Oh wow.
Oh, dang.
I'm still alive. Don't bury me. Like no.
you-
So imagine you're playing whatever games you like to play.
Oh, another game.
Hey, another
With-
game. Let's just call this episode
all
The
of-
Games of Death.
So
that's
that's actually a really good one actually.
Editor Edward, put that in the description.
All right. So imagine you're like playing at the Grand Canyon with your friends and stuff because you had a trip for school.
Oh.
Grand Canyon, that sounds
One of your
familiar.
friends-
Yeah, oddly familiar.
No,
One of your
I don't know.
friends thought it would be so much fun to stick a kick me note on the back of your back. So you're playing tag. And so you're running and then somebody's like, "Oh my god, kick me!" And they kick you and you fall off the cliff.
Oh.
And your body will never be found.
Ooh. That is just sad.
Or what
Sad,
would
but that's a
be
good one.
what would be funnier is if the dude, somebody, one of your classmates, tries to kick you, and they slip on a puddle, and so you're perfectly fine. You're like, "Oh, what happened?" And then this dude is just falling to his
I
death.
tripped over a ghost.
Yeah,
Kasploosh.
just it's not too much. Is there water out there?
Yeah, there's water. A little bit of water.
Some places.
Some places.
Probably.
You were playing by a river.
There wasn't water by mine, by the way.
Okay, there's no water. But
Okay. I gotta. No more games. We're not
Okay.
playing any games. Cause
this is too
this
serious. for
story is in a car. And you don't play games in a car
no.
unless it's on
right.
your phone, okay?
Wait,
Unless
wait.
it's I Spy.
You're just gonna be. You don't
No,
play
no.
games on your car
No.
unless it's on your phone. You're just gonna play some crossing
Yeah,
road
yeah.
while you're driving.
So you're driving, you don't play games.
Yeah.
We're off the games. No more death games. You're just driving down like a mountain. So you got like a really cool spiral down the mountain. You see those little paths? You're driving down those, like right, and they can like look off the edge. So you're driving down, and walker on the path. This idiot walker is going the opposite direction in the middle of the road. So you're going downhill, he's going uphill, and he's in the middle of the road, and you just see this guy and you're going like 60 miles an hour down a hill. What are you gonna do? And you swerve and you're off the road. So this is not done. You're not done yet, okay?
Oh,
that
okay.
guy is perfectly fine.
Oh well, good.
Yeah,
Good. I was worried about him. Jeez.
I know. Like,
So you are
The
like
idiot driving on the wrong side of the road.
plummeting. You are plummeting and you're like scared and whatever, and you hit the ground and your car kind of goes boom. No, you live and you walk out of the wreckage of this car and you're like, whoa, man, that was epic. And then you're like, you're a little bit like not super right in the head, and you trip on a stick and hit your head on a rock.
Oh, that also sounds a little familiar to me. I don't know. I mean, in that guy's offense,
Yeah.
he's probably from England or something.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah.
really blame him.
Stupid Englandians.
English?
Englandians.
I don't think that's how you're supposed to say it.
Yeah. Okay. We'll talk about that later.
So I got another one. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard this myth. You are on a vacation to Manhattan. And you look up, whoa, it's the Empire State Building.
Yo.
Wow. And then
Uh-huh.
you look up and you're like, it's beautiful. But then a whole bunch of change starts pouring down onto your head. And you're like, oh no, I've heard this.
Get hit in the
Have you
head
not
by-
heard
No,
that?
I've never
Get
heard
hit
of
in the head
No.
by a nickel.
No, the thing, if you throw a penny off the Empire State Building and it hits somebody, it
Oh.
kills that thing.
Yeah.
That's obviously not true. And once you realize that, you're like, oh yeah, I'm fine. And then you're like, ooh, it tickles when it falls down or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you're
Unless
like,
you huck chuck at people.
you look back up and you see a falling piano. And just a grand piano coming closer and closer as the seconds go by. And you're like, oh god. But hey, at least your last seconds are filled with very sad music.
Oh my god.
That was corny.
Oh. Wow. That's a good one.
Yeah. Okay. So imagine you're driving somewhat.
You're just copying me now? We're all driving. Well, just copy Andrew then, eh?
Yeah, Andrew. Okay, so you're driving down. Pretend you live in, say, California. You're driving.
So you're very wealthy.
Yeah, you're very wealthy. I wish. But you're driving from California. You drive all the way to Minnesota because that's where a couple of movies were shot, and you might want to be like, "Hey, I know that place."
Oh, okay.
I think we've all done that.
So you're
before.
in Hollywood, and you're like, "Nah, Hollywood's not good enough. Let's go to Minnesota."
Rather than visiting Hollywood, which is just down the road.
Yeah, but you might want to go see.
Okay. Yeah.
Minnesota.
Something new. Something new.
Something new.
Exactly.
Something new.
So you're driving. So you see the place you want to be, and you're like, "Hey, I've seen this place before," but then you
And
get
that
bored
one
of
Adam
it.
Sandler movie, right? Hey. Yeah.
So then you're bored of that place now. So you were like, "Oh, fine, I'll drive back and go back to Hollywood," but you stop because it's night.
Oh,
you stop on the side of the road.
Smart person.
To check the stars because the stars.
Yeah,
they're really cool.
Ooh, stargazer.
Yeah.
This is a very cool person.
I like this guy.
And then
Wealthy.
some-
Very rich.
Wealthy, rich,
Yeah.
goes to Minnesota. Okay, that's not.
to
That's
see
not
the
a good part.
stars.
Stars, cool.
Exactly. So but he sees a semi driving
Yeah,
with a car on its bed. So you're like, I should probably move out of the way, out of the road, right?
Yeah, fair.
So he moves out of the way.
Fair, smart guy.
The car slides and hits him off. Where is he now? Nobody will ever know. Dumb way to die.
Whoa. Slow
That
down.
took a very quick turn.
Is this?
Yeah, just like the car.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So I have another one, and I'm very proud of this story for some reason. So,
Okay.
imagine this. Well, maybe not imagine it, because that's kind of weird. You're on the toilet doing something, and you turn to your left, of course, to get the toilet paper, because people who put their toilet paper on the right or even in front of them, that is really weird. But left is always superior. Anyways,
Okay.
so you turn to get your toilet paper.
People turn it forward?
Yeah, people put it in the wall in
Oh,
front of them.
what the heck? What is wrong with you people? I swear, if you do that, go live in New England with that car driver. Like, seriously.
All right, New England.
Oh, wait, that's not the place. Don't get rid of that.
that's besides the story. But, so you turn to get your toilet paper.
On the left.
Yeah, on the left. And you accidentally slip and fall in the toilet. Now at this point you're like, okay, I don't know, that's not too bad.
Okay,
a little
fair.
dirty or something.
Fair.
But then one of your family members hears this, comes into the bathroom. For some reason, he didn't lock the door.
Well, yeah.
And
Whoa.
they come in, look in the toilet, and think you're a bug, and flush you down the toilet.
What?
Yeah.
I
That's my story.
thought they were gonna be like, oh, you're naked. I should probably leave and let you do your thing.
Oh no, they just think,
Think you're a bug.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
I mean, you don't see a big naked body, but you
see a bug.
see a bug.
Humans are very bug-like.
Yeah. In many ways.
Wow, that.
All right.
Okay, so this has been Trust Me, presented by Breakfast Talkos.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun. That's our episode. Dun dun dun.
You know what, Editor Edward, try your best to replicate that sound that Andrew just made with his mouth, and put that in the end, like right now. Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, thank you for listening to Breakfast Tacos. We release a brand new episode every Monday morning to start your day off right, because Mondays can be hard. We are on Spotify, YouTube, and a few other places.
Other than Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, we are not on Apple Podcast. As always, see you in the next episode. And make sure you drive on the right side.